Dude, yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on? Are you on there? Yeah. Let's see if you can come up. Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
hey, you can. Okay, there you go. What's going on?
yeah, nothing much. I just came
Yeah.
upstairs. I saw
Yeah.
you. I got your text. I'm like, okay,
Oh yeah.
let me chime in.
Yeah, yeah. Chime on in. Nah, but I was just starting off. You've been hearing all this stuff with the Tyree Nichols thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So, they got these right away. They put these five people up in front of the screen, in front of everybody,
hmm
and what happens is these guys are looked at, and the media just goes in on them. I mean, everything that we would expect normally to happen when you do some savage murder,
right,
right?
right.
And like if y'all on Facebook and want to come over, just switch over to the YouTube channel Super Mike 2164, and then you can just hit the link on YouTube because I'm on my phone right now, so trying to flip between the different things is kind of tough.
Oh,
But yeah, so they immediately get up, you know, throw these dudes on the grill.
right.
And right away they're talking about, oh, that we before we release we got to get the city ready before we release the cameras, before we
Right,
release the footage, because we know based on this footage they're gonna do this. They're gonna tear up the city. As soon as they see
right,
it, they're gonna tear it up.
right.
I mean, and
Yeah.
we never really seen them do that like that.
No, it's always a delay. It's always no open disclosure about who the people are until way later, like way later.
And then once you see who they is, because you got to fight and cuss the city out, and they hopefully it goes away. They try their tactics to make it go away, and then if it don't go away, they try to hide people. Just like right now, soon they threw this guy up, but everybody still was looking into it, and then people were looking at the video and was like, "Oh, wait a minute, what about the white man?"
Right, right,
Because the thing is, they were saying we were having several different conversations, and I was looking at I haven't been following it real deep,
yeah.
but the thing is, because I think this is a game. There's some kind of trick here. This ain't normal. Anytime you see stuff, anytime you see something that ain't right, it's something ain't right. You just don't see it yet, and so but something's missing.
Right.
Yeah, you could tell something ain't right because I never seen the media jump this hard on the side and excoriating the cops.
Right.
Now, is it because the cops are black?
Yeah, it hits differently. This one hits differently because whenever we see a murder of black uh, children, adults, young adults, people, and the accomplices are white, it hits differently. You don't see full disclosure of the people. You don't see immediately justice. You don't see the cops getting immediately reprimanded for what they did. It's like you don't see it. This is something totally different right here because of it's so many black officers involved, and so it's obvious that it's motivated racially.
Right. So, but then there's people saying, how can you say it's racist when these black cops are the one that beat this little young black man up?
What's racist about it is not the fact that they beat the black young man up. It's just they immediately got fired. They immediately got jail time. Immediately, immediate stuff. Whereas the white cops, they still hold down their job. You know what I'm saying? They still, and after years and years of them repeatedly doing some stuff like this, then only then, while they like 40, 30 years doing this stuff, only when they about to retire do the full disclosure of all the things that they've done come out.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not immediate. It's no immediate reprimanding of their actions. Everything is justifiable when it comes to them.
Mm.
So I mean, if anybody cannot see that, it's just that you don't want to see that. You don't want to see the fact that it's justifiable when they do it.
So that's deep. That's so basically, the thing is, it's okay to police. Okay, so basically, people are also saying, so it's like, okay, it's okay for black people to be punished for killing black people. Because really, we actually get punished, but what's the motivating factor? You know, that's what people are trying to understand because what's happening here is people are like, okay, we know most of the time a motivating factor, the white man just hates you. So in
Right,
general, just all the time they hate you and then they'll join the police office because they want to beat you and have authority to beat you and
right,
make your life a living hell without getting themselves in trouble. That's the job of the police to make black
right,
people's life a living hell. That's their job. So, the white people will join the force and that way they just randomly do this to random black folks. They just do that. And then they
hmm
help their white brothers cover it up. We seen Ahmaud Arbery down there in Georgia, his mom, and they had you know those white guys, just random white people. He was
hmm
doing jogging in the neighborhood, I guess,
yeah,
and then this brother, and he was just jogging in the neighborhood, and random white people decides to follow him, shoot him, beat him, and kill him.
right,
And then the white DA, the cop, one of them used to work for the police office department, not even a police officer, but he used to work for the police or the
hmm
DA or something. She tried to cover it up. The black folks in the town found that out and they, skirting and ducking and dodging. And the DA is still trying to skirt charges.
right,
But, end up, they got the actual killers got in trouble because they was dumb. They posted the video because they were so proud of themselves.
oh my God,
Yeah. So yeah, but the thing is, that's brutality there. And of course, they always talking about police brutality. Black folks have been dealing with that for a long time.
right,
And so it's like, but the thing is people trying to figure out, okay, so why are what yeah, just randomly white people just stop black people, and then you never know. It's just a toss in the air. The white man want to, beat you up just because he's just, oh, you're good enough, just beat you up, kill you, or
right.
something like that. But why are the black people just piling in, beating up black folks like that?
Because you know what, we also know that there are black people who hate black people who don't like themselves, and this is a prime example for them to do this to this black man. These cops don't like black people. They don't like their own people. You know.
Are you hearing
And,
something?
yeah, I hear some scratches or something.
Some kind of static?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
yeah, but black there are black people who join the police force also to beat up black people.
Hmm.
Yeah, we know that. So what black people are saying is that the justice should be given out equally, not just because of race, because of the content of the crime. It shouldn't be covered up because of the race. You know, um, every cop who do this should be persecuted under the law, just like these black cops.
Right.
What they did was wrong. What the white cops do is wrong too. There's no difference. It's wrong.
Hmm. Yeah, they were, this is like the thing is though, it's like I how long before black enough of our people are ready to get to the solution phase? Because
Yeah,
it's like this never ending loop here.
right. I
Yeah.
think most of black people are afraid. I mean, fear is fear is our problem. That's our problem. Fear to be successful, fear to stand up for self, fear to stand up for each other, fear for our jobs because we don't. We work for people who we fear to even post something. We work for people who always snooping in our business. You can't even post nothing online no more,
Hmm.
or you having repercussions on your job. Everybody up in your business on Facebook or whatever. And it don't have to be anything negative. It's just promoting something good, like Kyrie Irving, who promoted the movie. He didn't
Right.
make the movie. Why not get on the man who made the movie? Why not get on the man who has the movie on
Because they
Amazon
don't.
Prime?
Yeah, because they don't want to give them no shine, and of course they don't want to attack their own people. And
Right. See,
that's
that's
what
the point.
they're trying to do to us. They want us to attack our own people. They don't want to
Right.
get into a situation where they're having their people attack their own guy.
People, right. But we are trying to attack our own people, and that's
Yeah.
a problem. And that's why we can't get out of this. Once we have to get out of the way we think. We have to understand that we're being manipulated every step of the way, even to downright to the way we think. I mean, once you go in, if you watch TV, you're being manipulated. If you go to school, you're being manipulated. You don't have your own school. So the school that you go to, there's a curriculum of manipulation for Black people. And that's just the way it is. You can't get around it. What do you do about it? The only thing you can do about it is to
That's just the
instill
way it
pride.
is.
You can't get around it. What do you do about it? The only thing you can do about it is to
That's just the way it is. You can't get around it. What do you do about it? The only thing you can do about it is to. That's just the way it is.
what's
Can't get around it. Oh, hold on. Keep going. Can you hear
huh?
me? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
I mean
that?
that's it. Yeah, my thing
Yeah.
is okay. Yeah, I'll put that. I'll put that on Facebook too, just in case somebody wants to. No,
Okay.
but the thing is, it's like this. When it's like the thing is, people just need to understand some stuff because it's like you know, this is a. I mean, anytime you see uh the same program over and over, that means it's planned.
Right.
I'm like, how come people don't see the way you stop something is you have to have control of it.
Right.
The way that you make something happen is you have to be the one that's actually in control. Then it
Right.
goes where you want it to go. You can't be all this equity inclusion on certain stuff.
Right.
And the thing is, you got a lot of black people. You got a lot of people who don't want to admit when their way that they've been believing in it just ain't working right.
Right.
Then they don't want to switch up and change to the alternate that somebody that they were arguing with told them in the first place. I ain't about to just let them think they right. Well, they already know they're right. You need to figure it out.
Right. It's like everything we've been taught um, has been against us, and we don't understand that it's been against us. When we talk about integration, when we talk about including other races into our plans and into our communities, that's that was taught in a way that went against us. Here we are in 2023, and that plan has not worked for us at all. As a matter of fact, we've lost control because of that plan. We've lost control of our communities because of that plan. We lost control of our children because of that plan. We lost control of our families because of that plan. You know, integrate with everybody. But other people don't integrate with black people. If we haven't noticed it, they keep their customs and their families to themselves and they're successful. Look at other races. Chinese people keep their customs and their folklores and folkways to themselves and to each other. Uh, East Indian people, they keep their stuff to themselves. African indigenous people in Africa keep their stuff to themselves, and they're successful. We are the only group that's been taught, mistaught, to integrate,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so that
Mhm.
dilutes everything.
Yeah. You sit up here integrating your whole safety. How you going to integrate your safety,
Right,
your lifeline, especially with
right,
a group of people who don't like you?
right. And so
And
what they do is they
if they
come
did
in.
like you, you don't want nobody else taking care of you. Just like this chick. I don't know if you remember this. Way up there in this was in I think this was in Minnesota too, or one of the states, Wisconsin or something. But this chick, she pulled out taser, and shot this young black man. He tried to run away because he knew she was nuts. Killed him, but and she gets $1,000 fine and like 2 years in prison. But of course, I don't think she had to stay in prison or jail or whatever they call it. It's the difference
Mm.
between jail and prison. And then they just made a comparison that Michael Vick, what he had to do, because he owned a house where some dogs was being fought.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, ain't that crazy?
And we sit here and we're satisfied with these people running the show for us.
Crazy.
Anybody who would set that up.
That's crazy. But we hate each other so much we can't get together and do something for ourselves and create our own communities and create our own laws and create our own education. We can't do it because we don't like ourselves
Well, I
so much.
mean, they say that's not practical.
Oh, it's very practical,
But
extremely practical.
that's what they're saying. They telling you that's not practical. We have to integrate. It's not
Well,
enough of us. We
if
can't
you notice,
we
whenever they talk
can't
about
catalog.
integration, when you notice, it's always a black child hugging a white child. The white child not hugging the black child. Have you noticed that?
The white child just there.
Yeah, this is my pet. She's gonna be my nigga.
Yep.
She's gonna be looking out for me. I ain't looking out for her. She's gonna look out for me.
Yep.
She's gonna be my cash cow. And she's taught this. Believe it or not, these children at a young age are taught this at home. But you don't want to teach your children that, and so your children
But
go
they're not only taught at home, but even if they watch TV, who's the sidekick?
right. But we don't want to teach our children nothing about self love, about being, caring for each other, caring for our families. So what your children go through this world dumb as a doorknob, getting used and abused,
Yep.
mistreated and everything else, and then they think something wrong with them. The only thing wrong with them is they don't love themselves.
Mm.
You didn't teach them to love themselves,
No history, none of
have
that.
boundaries, right? No history, have boundaries about, people treating them bad, to tolerate and take all kind of treatment because that's what we supposed to do.
Right.
That's
Well,
crazy.
Barack Obama was hugging the white woman.
Mhm,
So he's the best man in the world. He was the black president of the United States.
mhm,
So they got him, you know, this is one of the iconic pictures and everybody knows that Hillary hated him.
right. And they
But you
drag
see how, but you
and
see how they can change up because they all fake. And
well,
then
check it
what?
out.
Then the other iconic picture is what? The other guy that Barack Obama
Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
hated Barack Obama, kissing
yeah.
all on his wife.
After they dragged him through the mud before he was elected,
Why
saying that
he's shaking their hand?
after they dragged Barack through the mud, look how hypocritical they are. Put up dummies of him being hung on a tree, painted him like the Joker, said his wife was a monkey, said she was a man.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, all kind of hateful,
Roxy
evil
was
stuff.
black, but then at the same time you got Madonna. you know, uh, raising black African children, turning them into this.
Right.
That's her. That's her so-called adopted son, even though he
Okay.
had an and a daddy, and she passing him around through Hollywood as a
Boy,
as a butt.
oh boy, I'm telling you, because you know they all like that. We know about Hollywood,
Right,
all the things that's been exposed in Hollywood.
right. But see, that's no thing. I mean, and then it's just real quick. And like I said, I was just touching base with people. This ain't, this thing. This people don't understand. My thing is with this police brutality thing. I was trying to find this other clip. This police
You know,
brutality thing is. I don't know if you remember this. Remember Biden told those civil rights black people,
yes, I do remember that. That was the first thing he said.
yeah, y'all, damn, y'all, it's more Latinos than y'all,
He
and y'all
said,
gonna have to learn how to work with them.
right. He said,
You hear me?
this
You hear
country
me?
is doomed. You hear me? Doomed. You hear me? Not
Yeah.
just, now listen to the words, not just because of black people. Okay. So that means that we are the foremost reason why this country is doomed.
In his mind,
Right. But by 2040, the white people going to be we're going to be the minority. And we're going to have to take orders from the Mexicans,
the,
whatever you call them, Latinos.
and that's the new code word for white.
Right. And that is also his code. He talking to his people now. He ain't talking to us. That's his code to go out and kill as many niggas as you can because they overpopulate.
Yeah, we gotta keep. See, it's our white job to keep them in line.
Right.
Without us, they would overrun the planet, and
See?
that is what we are for.
And that's the first thing he said. I was like, what in the world? And black folks up there smiling. Did you see what he just said? He just gave an open invitation to kill your stupid behind.
And we don't see it though.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
We are we've been made to be such a fool. We, and even though we got somebody trying to wake us up, been trying to wake us up since 1930, and
right.
we still refuse to wake. We're gonna stick our head in the sand like a doggone ostrich. Well, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I can't believe it. I don't want to. I don't want to believe it's true. It can't be true. Well, today you could be a fool, but you're gonna lose your life
That's right.
because these people after your life.
I
Okay,
mean, you can see how aggressive it is too.
right?
These
They
agendas, they real
they
aggressive.
private citizens. I know y'all seen the Matrix.
Yeah,
Private citizens turn into the police and go after your life. It's so many things. They just killed this recently too. After this guy you're talking about, they just killed another black boy, a double amputee. He didn't have no legs.
yeah, I seen that. And they sitting up here shooting with the gun straight in his face.
Crazy.
These
It's just
people,
crazy.
it's nuts,
How
man.
many people do? How many black folks had to be killed for you to wake up? I guess when it comes to you, when it come around to
Oh no,
you,
no, I believe it. No, they some of them still stupid because they had this one black man down there in Texas, I think. He used to be online, and they got his online text and all that stuff. This
hmm
man, all black folks, y'all ain't no such thing as racism. Just stupid stuff. Always, oh, the police are our friends, and y'all need to just obey the police. The police don't do nothing to me. Da 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 da. Love the police and all this crap. And what ends up happening is some issue happens, and the police comes up there. Let me see if I got it. The police comes up to his little wherever this issue's happening where he at, and he basically like, oh, hey, what's going on, buddy? What's up, brother? That's how the black people like to come up to these white supremacists and start saying we brothers. Hey, brother. Now, if
hmm
a white supremacist is a slick white man, he's gonna say, "Hey, brother." he's gonna pretend like you, and that way he's slick. But some of the real radical ones, they like, you ain't my brother. Stop
I,
calling you that.
that happened to me in California for real. It happened. I was not the one who called the white man a brother. It was a black guy that called him brother. And he immediately said, "I'm not your brother."
See, that's
I was
you can tell that one
oh
is straight up to you, and that's good. That's the
mhm,
one you really want because he gonna put you in your place right away,
right.
and he slaps him with it. That's a good one. But the one
What? You cut off. I can't hear you, Michael. Check your microphone. I can't hear you.
you say you can't
Hello.
hear me.
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. No, but the thing is, they're gonna undermine the fool who sits up there try to calling them the brother. If they don't correct you right away, that means they're trying to undermine you.
Hmm.
They're not radical with it. They're gonna try to slick, you know, undermine you whatever you're doing. That's because I mean that's just the situation. But the thing is, the police department is really racist. So even if you're a good person, they're going to tend to promote the most coonified, the most even if you're a black person, you got to have their mindset. That's
Right.
why I made this picture. The woman that ran that police department,
Oh yeah.
you probably love that Woman King because if you watch that piece of that Woman King movie, I couldn't even watch the whole thing. But it starts off with black women killing black men. It's so
Oh,
cool. They can kill them real good. Look how much we can stab them, and these black men, we can chop them up real good.
I didn't even look at the picture. I wasn't. I didn't want to look at it.
Yeah, but I try to look at it see because people said, "Oh, it was entertaining. It's this and that, and it's all that." So I was like, "Okay, well, let's see if it is." I went to sleep on it. It was
Oh my
boring
God.
right away. As soon as it opens up, though, they
Mm-hmm.
hide and then they come up there, chop all these black men up, do it
Yeah.
all cool and like they the Matrix and stuff, and
Oh my.
look how good we can kill black men.
Crazy.
So and they was tough. And so
Mm-hmm.
if you look at this what's this the police chief there, she made this scorpion unit that everybody's talking about. This whole entire unit.
Okay.
These guys were on this specialized unit. They thought they were special, like on TV or something. So they go through the neighborhood beating people up. They said that they didn't even find any evidence. And this is the police chief. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't even find any evidence of reckless driving.
Yeah.
So that tells you why did they stop him?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then they're saying that actually the police were right less than 100 feet from his house. He was trying to call for his mama,
Yeah. He was calling his mama.
but it wasn't like George Floyd who was passed out. His mama was dead. This boy
Mm-hmm.
was trying to call for his mama in the house so she could hear him,
Right.
because that's how close he was to his house.
Right.
So people are like, okay, well, why were they that close to, there's no proof of reckless driving.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they at his house? You can see, I didn't even watch the video, but the thing is, they're like, well, he was just complying at first, and they were cussing him out and get on that ground. They said they gave him a total. They counted. People were counting. They counted 71 different commands.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up, lay down, get on the ground, get on your knees,
Mm-hmm.
turn around, get up, put your leg up, put down, go down. And they're giving
Oh.
him all these different commands. Oh, he's disobeying commands. He's
Oh my
disobeying
God.
lawful commands. And they're just saying that out loud so their recorders can record it.
Oh my
Like,
God.
this
So
is our probable cause because he didn't obey our lawful command. I command
so
you, lay down, sit up, turnover
Was he
dogs,
handcuffed too?
huh?
Wasn't he handcuffed too?
Well, no, he didn't. He was about to be handcuffed, but he ain't had no weapons or nothing, and he actually ran at first because once they were doing all this stuff and they were uh I guess he felt afraid because they were abusing him or something, and he
Mm-hmm.
just ran, and then they ran after him, they caught him, and they just commenced to beating the mess out of him.
Mm-hmm.
They beat him for 5 or 6 people. The white man tased them. They don't want to show this white man all the time. I'm gonna show him right here for now.
Mm-hmm.
But they said 5 people tased them, or excuse me, they tased them. Um, and they this white man tased them, and the other
He
cops
looked like
just,
a kid.
huh?
White boy looked like a kid.
Well, yeah, he just happy or police,
Mm-hmm.
but nah, he's a white man, and that's the white man's body cam tasing him. So that's him. So people were pretending like, oh, there was only those black cops, but this man, they just laid him off, but those other cops are getting criminally prosecuted.
Right.
So they're saying how this is, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they just beat this man for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6 people tasing him, electrocuting him, beating him.
Just bullies, just cowards.
Yeah, they thought that they said these were rookie cops. That none of them had more than 2 years experience
Mm-hmm.
as police officers. They just became police and got badges
Mm-hmm.
and no supervision. They went out there, they gangs, they on TV. We're the Scorpion Unit.
Mm-hmm.
No, we take we you know catching criminals. You
Mm-hmm.
catching it's pulling over regular people walking and stuff.
They are the criminals. They
Right.
are the
They just made them cops. They are, they were just some cops. They just made them cops, but you kind of set them up because their mentality. You put them in authority. They had way too much authority without any experience.
right.
So that's why everybody's looking at that chief because she had some trouble in Atlanta. Katherine Johnson, the woman that they, famously the police kicks in her door and shoots the 82-year-old black woman
Yeah.
because they say it was weed in there
Mm.
and kills her.
Oh my God.
You remember hearing that about
I
that?
think I did hear that.
Yeah, that's the same police chief that did that set that squad up down there in
Mm.
Atlanta. She got fired after that, and now she up in Memphis killing folks with her
Oh.
Scorpion unit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they're just crash dummies. Of course, they're criminals now, so now you can throw them away.
Mm.
But when you're in that position, are you being set up because you're just too stupid to know that you're too stupid to see the pitfalls?
Mhm.
Just because you beat 50 people up and didn't get in trouble, now you feel you can do it by yourself. But
Mm.
here you is in front of a camera because you're not intelligent enough like the other officers and the white people to hide it right. And then we
Mhm.
don't see the police union.
Right.
So yeah, it's just like the thing is this system is just there to oppress the black folks. They think
Yeah.
they're doing something with like New York, stop and frisk, just harass everybody.
Mm.
That's kind of what I think the chick's mindset is. But
No.
it's not. It's just stupid. It's harassment.
It's
Now
blatant.
there's a rumor out there which I tend not to believe it because this man's father, his stepfather, um, denies that. He says don't believe. He didn't deny this specifically, but he says there's internet rumors out there. Don't believe this. He says the police are spreading these rumors. But because the rumor is pretty big, I'm gonna preface it. I'm gonna say it's a rumor, and but the father says, but he didn't specifically say the details of why they say it's not true. But they're saying that this guy Ty worked because it doesn't make real sense. People are like, okay, like why were they close to this man's house?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's no evidence of reckless driving. That's the best they can think of, reckless driving. So we had to stop him and we beat him to death. Really? Like
Totally
it's something missing.
right.
Then they're saying how, but they're saying how, oh, he worked at one of these officers' ex-wife, the mother of his child, works at the same FedEx as Tye Nicholes.
Oh, okay.
And, people are saying there's a rumor that the the ex-wife of this one cop was romantically involved with this Tye Nicholes.
Oh,
hmm So never know. And this is could be a motivation to why, these people, there was a situation
mm-hmm.
because, so the thing is, but see, my thing is with the father-in-law, he says, don't believe the rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cheryl C.J. Davis has a past. So she said that the father-in-law told everybody, well, this girl, this don't believe these rumors is not true. But my thing is, well, I mean, it's a plausible rumor because there's a couple allegations that we can't prove of it, but there's some other stuff that is true. We do know that he works at that FedEx, and they're saying, that that's true that this one of these particular cops ex-wife does work at that same FedEx. That could be just happenstance. But, of course, people at that FedEx, I'm sure they're talking
Mm-hmm.
and they're posting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there, yeah. So that's another thing people are saying. So this thing needs to be more investigated. But the father said don't believe him because he thinks that the police are putting misinformation out there to
Oh.
try to mess up the pool of whatever.
And
But
this is Ty's father.
huh?
This is Ty's father who's saying don't believe it.
Well, he says, yeah, don't believe rumors. But my thing is like, it's kind of tough to if you don't detail why, like y'all investigated, did y'all know that this is this particular rumor? Do you know what rumor? Because he didn't even specify what rumors not to believe.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, people just kind of, yeah. So a lot of stuff flying, and we're just kind of looking at it. But my thing is, it's like this, you if you want to end all this kind of stuff, you got to get to the position where people you're in control of where you live.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, it's the same thing. It's separation or death. You don't want to separate. They're gonna kill us. They're gonna keep on. That's what they're gonna do, and they're gonna embarrass the mess out of us as they do it. They're gonna
Yes.
make us look stupid. They got these little parades in Britain. Their little you know gay parade and stuff. They're gonna be passing you around, passing your little butt around, making you look stupid in front of the world. They're gonna trick you, you
Mm.
know, trick you into, taking shots, giving your baby shots,
Right.
you know, and you think you're doing something good. Look
Mm-hmm.
at him, he's fighting for his life. The baby is
Oh,
the only smart one in there.
right.
No! Ah!
My God of mercy. And
No.
now they're giving these babies 12 shots, not just six,
Yeah,
12.
And there's this stupid fool up there. He just look at him. He's fighting, ain't he?
Oh, poor
And then
thing.
the boy
Oh,
comes around with autism. I don't
or
know.
he almost died when you take him home.
I don't know what's wrong with him. He's so stupid.
It's time out for this. I'm telling you, all the stupid ones are going.
Your
Not gonna be here
stupidity
in
is-
2040.
I mean, we got so much information now. We see this woman talking about Margaret Sanger is her hero.
Right.
This
And
the
she
woman
don't want to
y'all
throw
like. Some of
her
these
out.
people, you sit up here liking this woman, and she
Uh,
loves Margaret Sanger.
ain't that something?
And you can get on the computer and see who Margaret Sanger is.
We don't want
Racist. To,
word to go out that we
because
want to
man,
terminate the Negro population.
yeah. That was just one of her quotes. They had a magazine called the Birth Control Review. Their
Mm.
plan was over 100 years ago, 1917, in New York.
Yeah.
Control the birth. Their whole thing was to control the right. This is the eugenics program.
And people don't understand
Eugenicist
that.
was part of the presidents of her. You can get online and look at this stuff.
But check it out. But what we don't understand is that when the program starts, it the next president inherits that program. That program doesn't stop because of the new president. He
Yeah.
carries the same program into practice until the uh, the thing is done. Okay, one and done. So each president carried that same eugenics program to exterminate black people.
And it's not even the president. The president is being controlled. It doesn't matter who is in that office.
Right.
These people, these are the people who are what they call deep state. These people are running business, they're running industry, they're getting officials elected, they are rich people. This is called a eugenics society.
Mm-hmm.
So they're around. It don't matter who you pick to be the face of the operation. Y'all get to pick who's going to be the face of it, but the
Right.
agenda is the same.
Right.
And so we was resisting the agenda. We were smart enough to do that, back then. But
Mm-hmm.
these people, they're like, well, cut out the education, make them stupid, and then we could get them because they I think it was a little bit too smart back
Yeah,
then.
I think what's going on is that the black people don't want to see it. They just gave up. They have given up. There's no more fight in them. They
Well, you
don't.
got to realize too that there's no more fight. There is fight there, but the fight is been redirected because you got to realize like who's running who. When you integrate, you're saying we want whites to be our leadership,
Mm-hmm.
and the black
But I
people,
think
you get black
now
people nowadays, they hate me and said, "Oh, we don't need no black leaders." Okay, that means you
that's
want
what I
white.
mean by giving up. I mean that we've given up on ourselves. You know, those people have given up on their own people. They've given up on their own self. There's no way that we can have a black government. There's no way that we can have control our own communities. There's no way that we can educate our own children. There's no way. They've given up.
Mm.
Yeah, they just said, fuck it, excuse me, but that's it. It is what it is. I mean, and I've heard people say it. We're going to die from something. It don't matter. Okay, everything is poison. So what's the point? So, they feel like they can't do anything about it. And that's sad because they can do a whole lot about it. Yeah, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just trying to find something, but yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's good. I mean, the thing is, they can give up, but they don't have really no choice. They can say
Yeah,
whatever they want to see. That's why I don't hardly listen. Nobody listens to these black folks. That's why they can say all this stuff, but it's really not. up to them at this point. It either they're gonna live or God is gonna let the white people kill them. But you're gonna die the way you you're gonna die stupidly. You're gonna
Right.
you're gonna proudly proclaim that you're right, and the way you're gonna get out of here, it's gonna be shown to everybody else, that you was the dumb one.
Right.
So that's all I got to say with that. Because other than this, yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it.
Right.
We gonna have to learn how to, you know, we're gonna have to learn how to fly or die.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we about to end it off. We just wanted to touch base on that, and everybody press the thumbs up. Make sure you look at, tell us what you think about the subject. Do you think it was racist? That this is still racism just because the black cops killed them. Killing is this the new face of police brutality? You know, Notice we don't see this much effort by the media from the white when white folks do this stuff.
Right.
Is this the new face of police brutality? Are they going to start saying how, oh, look at this? See, because their whole overarching goal is to make you hate each other. See, if they
Mm-hmm.
can keep your hate focused on each other, as soon as they give you a weapon, then the first place you're going to turn that weapon on is your own people. As soon as
Mm-hmm.
I give you a badge and some power, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to go out there and beat and kill other black people
Right.
because you hate black people
Right.
because you're an
Even though
American, right?
right. Even though you're black. Oh, because maybe they don't think they black. I mean, I've seen this black guy say he's not black and he was darker than me. I'm not black. I'm a Caucasian. Like, for real? That's how mentally mixed up we are.
Right. So I mean this is what it is. But like I said before, guys, just press the thumbs up. We about to end it off now. I mean, I just wanted to kind of have that conversation and put it out there. And we don't want to make it too long, but that's pretty much it though.
Oh,
Love
okay.
you. Love you. Thanks for coming up.
You too. You're welcome. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
And yep, we signing off, guys. Peace out.
All right. Peace out. Bye bye.